Yo, what is up guys, this is Tito back with another video and welcome to the first custom ROM video of this channel on the Redmi Note 7 Pro. And this is first ever custom ROM I have been testing on the Redmi Note 7 Pro. And so let me just review this ROM, which I am using is the LineageOS 16 unofficial build. And here is a card if you don't know how to install this ROM on your Redmi Note 7 Pro. Now let me just unlock the screen, and as you can see the fingerprint scanner is working fine. First of all, quickly let me show you the fingerprint scanner speed. So as you can see, it's blazing fast, no issues whatsoever. Not the fastest, but it's still pretty fast if you consider that this is a first ever custom ROM for this device. And huge thanks to the developers for developing this amazing ROM for the device. And yes, it does have some problems, but I'll talk about them later on. But first of all, let me tell you what are the good things over here. First of all, let me talk about the cameras. Well, is it working? Yes, it is working. We have the stock camera as this kind of camera mode, and it works. It's not bad. Over here you can see we have the portrait mode and stuff, but this is not the actual portrait mode which like does the blur and stuff. It's just normal portrait mode for taking portrait pictures. Now let me just quickly show you the settings over here. If you go into the settings and go to picture size of the stock camera, here you can see we have 12 megapixels, not the actual 48 megapixel, but yeah, I think it's kind of a bug. It still shows 12 megapixel as the highest. And you can switch to the front camera too, and the front camera does work over here. As you can see, you can take normal pictures. Let me just take a picture quickly. So yes, taking a picture works fine with the front camera, as you can see, and this is how it looks like. I'll show you the sample shots which I have taken with this camera. I think I have taken two, including this selfie. So I'll just show you in the screen right now. And this is how it looks like. The back camera and the front camera works. But if you talk about Google camera, well, can you install Google camera on this ROM? Well, hell yes, you can. I have installed Google camera as this ROM comes with pre-enabled camera to API. And this is the latest Google camera which I found. And over here, if you go into the portrait mode, it will get stuck. Let me show you. As you can see right now, the screen is stuck. It even does it with the front camera too. So that's how it is right now, I think. Let me just close it and reopen the camera app. So normal camera mode does work fine, but if you go to the portrait mode, it will take some time to like relaunch the normal camera. And as you can see, even the front camera works over here, but the front camera saturation is a little bit dull with the Google camera. You can like turn up the saturation to 1.8 or something. So that's how you can fix it. And taking normal pictures with the Google camera works super fine. Here are some samples. And even if you go to the settings of this Google camera, you will see that the maximum resolution with the rear camera available is 12 megapixels, not the 48 megapixel. So that's how it is. Let me just close it now. Let me show you like by opening some apps and how is the RAM management and stuff. Chrome, File Explorer, Facebook, Twitter, Play Store, YouTube, and let's open Instagram too. Now let's open all of these apps from the memory. Chrome, File Explorer, Facebook, Twitter, Play Store, YouTube, all those apps are in memory, as you can see. So as you can see, the RAM management over here is pretty good, no issues whatsoever regarding this app open up speeds and the RAM management over here. I have the 4GB variant of the Redmi Note 7 Pro here, and you can even switch between apps just like this with like what you can do with any Android Pie ROM. So this just works. Let me just go to the settings and show you guys the about section quickly. Again, inside Android version, we have the LineageOS 16, and the normal like security patch is of March 5th, 2019. The vendor security patch is August 5th, 2018. And stock kernel over here is Perf plus kernel. Let me just go back and let's go to about or the system. And over here, if you go into the updater, here we have an updater, but I don't think that it works because this is still an unofficial build, but it shows the LineageOS 16 over here. Now let me go back and go to gestures. Here we have the like swipe up home and stuff. So if you just swipe all the way up, it will get you to the app drawer, and if you just swipe up once, it will get you to the recents panel. So that's kind of the Android Pie works. And let me just go into the status bar. We have the quick pull down over here. You can choose it to right so that the quick pull down works from right. So that's how it works. And inside system, like this status bar option, the status bar icons, you can enable the headset, Bluetooth, etc. icons like Wi-Fi and stuff. And if you want to like change the clock position to right or left, you can do that too from here. You can enable this show seconds option, and AM PM style is there. I have chosen to be small. And brightness slider, auto brightness and brightness control from the status bar option just works fine too over here, as you can see. So this is just great. Let me go back, and we have the buttons option. So inside buttons, you can change the layout. I have inverted the button layout to like here, and this rotation stuff works too over here, as you can see. So everything just works flawlessly, and you can even customize this power menu and stuff. You can enable the screenshot option, and long press for torch is there. Now let me talk about the advanced reboot. Well, if you want advanced reboot on the Redmi Note 7 Pro's LineageOS right now, you have to go to the developer option, and how to do that and stuff I'll show you later on. And this long press for torch works fine too. So if you want to like lock the device and press and hold the power button to toggle the torch, it works, as you can see. So this is great. Now let me just go back, and if you go into the display settings over here, we have the live display option, and you can literally change the color calibration or control the color calibration over here. As you can see, it works. It's not a gimmick, and by default it's set to automatic, so the display will feel yellowish maybe. So just turn this display mode off, otherwise your display may like look a little bit yellowish. And if you go into the adaptive brightness, we have the auto brightness or adaptive brightness option over here, and it works. And if you go into the style option, you can change the system UI kind of theme, and you can change it to like by automatic wallpaper, automatic time of the day, and you can change it to light and dark. And if you go into the accent colors, you can change from these many accent colors. This is the default color, but I have changed it to blueberry. And if you go into the dark mode, well, it will change the black or the dark theme to totally black. So that's how it is. No fonts option over here as of now, like not a lot of fonts choosing option are there, but you can change the font size or the display size. And we have the full screen apps option, and double tap to wake is there, double tap to sleep is there too. You can disable the wake up unplug option from here. And if you go into the battery settings, this is how it looks like. And if we have the battery manager and stuff from here, and battery percentage showing up option is there. And by the way, let me tell you that the battery life of this ROM is just amazing. I'm getting around 7+ hours of screen on time, like easily. You can get 8+ hours of screen on time too. So you don't need to worry. Here are some screenshots about the battery life, and I would say the battery life of this ROM is just amazing right now. Now let me tell you quickly that this ROM does have bugs. I'll tell you those later on, but first of all, let me show you the like how to enable the advanced reboot. And if you go into this like about section, just tap on this build number 7 times. Once you do that, you will get the developer option inside this system option. So go to the like developer option, and from here just enable this advanced restart. Now if you just go over like this, like tap and hold the power button, and over here if you tap on restart now, it will show you like boot into system, recovery and fast boot. So, and I have tested this just works. And if you go into the security and smart lock, and over here we do have the trusted face. Let me set up the trusted face and show you. So I have set it up trusted face. Let me just go into the lock screen. So as you can see over here, we do not have the like always unlock when face detected option kind of, or the face auto unlock. Let me test it and show you guys. So as you can see, it unlocks with the face over here. Let me just show you that again. So as you can see, it unlocks the screen kind of like when it detects the face, but you have to swipe up to unlock the screen. So that is how it is right now, at least. Now let me just go back, and if you go into the sound settings over here, you do not find the Mi Audio enhancer or stuff like that. Like no Mi Audio Direct is present over here as of right now, but we do have the audio effects kind of thing, which is this one, and this one just works super fine. You don't need to worry about this. Like this audio effects works, and it even works via Bluetooth too. So there is kind of a little bit of equalization, I would say. And the headphone jack audio output on this ROM is amazing too. Now let me talk about the biggest bug of this ROM. Well, that just sucks, I would say, because like when I try to install any kind of games or any kind of benchmark testing apps, I can't simply install them. And this is how the error shows in Play Store. I have tried it multiple times, but it simply could not install on the device. I can't install PUBG, so I can't test gaming. I have tried even the Monument Valley, I guess. Even that game does not install from Play Store, and I tried to sideload them, but it did not work too. So I think it's kind of a problem with the G apps, because you can't simply install, like when flashing the ROM, you can't install the open G apps or flash the open G apps right now. You have to flash the specific G apps which is like developed for this Redmi Note 7 Pro. So I would say it is still a bug or a biggest problem of this ROM, because I can't simply run the Antutu benchmark or play any games on this ROM. But I did test with the Geekbench, and here is the Geekbench score of this ROM. And I would say the performance over here is pretty great. You don't need to worry about performance at all. And by the way, after those problems, I did try to like clear the data of Play Store, Play Services and all those things, and even the download manager, which like is the normal system download manager of this ROM. I even tried to clear the data of that one, but it simply did not work. It still does the same problem whenever I try to download any kind of like PUBG or Antutu Score app or the Antutu Benchmark app from Play Store. And even I tried to sideload the PUBG app and others like the Antutu Benchmark and stuff, but it did not work. The Antutu 3D Bench simply does not install over here, or even if it does, it won't work. It just like 4 stops. And while charging, well, the notification LED, if you want to ask about it, the notification LED does work while charging. And on the home screen, let me show you that we have the Trebuchet launcher. You can swipe down anywhere on the home screen to get to the quick settings panel. And if you go all the way to the left, we have the Google Now cards to the left. And if you go to the settings, well, this is how the settings panel looks like of the Trebuchet launcher. Of course, there is no double tap to sleep or stuff, but yeah, it works like no issues whatsoever with the stock launcher. You have tap and hold option and stuff, so these works. We do have the double tap to sleep on status bar. Let me show you again. Here, let me just unlock the screen again. Double tapping on the status bar, it just locks the screen. That is great. And regarding the in-call UI, let me show you the in-call UI. So this is how the in-call UI looks like, and you can record the calls from here. If you want to, you can add the calls, and VoLTE calls does work super fine with this ROM. I have my primary SIM on it, and the cellular call quality over here is pretty great. Like the reception of the Geo SIM is pretty great, and even Wi-Fi connectivity is pretty great, but no VoLTE icon is present over here. Even when you expand the quick settings panel, there is no VoLTE icon present as of right now over here. The earpiece volume over here is pretty loud, and the ringtone volumes and stuff does work too, and even the vibration works. And regarding Google Pay, well, I did test Google Pay, but I could not set it up normally. But I think you can set it up if you disable the phone and SMS app permission from the Google Play Services app. But as of right now, like by default out of the box, the Google Pay or any kind of banking apps won't be working on this ROM. So what's my opinion about it? Well, if you do not like MIUI, you can definitely switch to this ROM, and like if you do not play games a lot, I would say you can just switch to this ROM. But I do not know if formatting the data through TWRP before flashing this ROM will help like installing those games or the Antutu Score and stuff, like testing Antutu benchmark. But yeah, that's how it is. It just gets stuck with that. Like if I try to download Antutu right now, it will get stuck on that 31.72 MB or something like that, and it will just say that we need Wi-Fi connection or something. But it's still connected with Wi-Fi and it has the internet connectivity like totally. But it's a bug, I think. So I would say if you love really the stock Android feel over here, you can definitely flash this ROM again. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel down there if you have not yet. This is Tito from KDN Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.